Hi, it's Michael Zapersky from ConsultingSuccess.com, and welcome back to the Consulting Corner, where consultants learn how to consistently attract their ideal clients and significantly increase their fees. I received an email from a consultant asking me how they could make the transition from a corporate career that they're currently in into actually launching their own consulting business. It's something that they've been thinking about for quite some time, yet not sure how to navigate. I've worked with many consultants in the exact same position, and I've helped them and coached them through the process to go from a corporate career into actually starting and running and growing successful consulting businesses. So let me share with you a few things to think about if you're going through or at least contemplating a transition like this. The first, and this is really important, is to recognize that there's two ways to go about transitioning from a corporate career to starting your consulting practice. The first is to go all in, which means that you abandon and leave your job right away and you just go full steam 100% and work on growing your consulting business. The second approach is to slowly transition, keeping your current job and career, and making the transition into first doing part-time consulting work or one or two projects on the side until the point that you get some more experience and more income from your consulting practice and business, and then slowly shift away from your corporate job. Now, which is right, which is wrong? Some people will tell you, well, you have to abandon your job. If you're not committed 100% to your consulting career, then you shouldn't be even thinking about it. But I've observed after working with so many consultants that there is no right or wrong way, because it depends on your situation. It depends on your resources, your obligations and responsibilities. Do you have dependents? Do you have a family? What is your situation like, right? How much money do you have in the bank? What is your comfort and risk level? So there is no right or wrong. It really depends on your own situation. However, what I've seen for many consultants is that a really effective way to transition is to continue working in your corporate job, but start doing consulting projects and contracts on the side until you feel more comfortable and until you start seeing a bit more income come in, which allows you to transition out of the corporate job. But the other strategy and approach that can work really well is to turn your current job into your first consulting contract. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is that you can speak with your current employer, have a very open and transparent conversation with them, and let them know that you want to start your own consulting business, that you want to become a consultant and you want to move in that direction. However, you enjoy working with them, and so instead of leaving your position, you'd like to change the structure of that position so that you no longer are an employee, but rather a contractor / consultant. And that's a great way to make the transition, because your employer, if you're good at what you do, they're going to value you and they don't want to see you leave. And so this is a way for them to continue having your expertise and skill within their organization, and for you to take the first step towards actually being a consultant and running your own business and having a client as opposed to an employer. Another strategy that works extremely well is to leverage the contacts that you've had and that you've developed over the years. So as and in your role working for your employer, you've likely had interactions with all different types of vendors and partners and clients, customers. And so you want to scan through that database of contacts and relationships that you've established and start to let people know that you are leaving your position or you've left your position and that you've really enjoyed working with them over the years or whatever the relationship has been, and that these are now the areas that you're going to be focused on in your own consulting practice. And if there is an opportunity to help them and work with them, that you would really honor and appreciate that, and that you would welcome that. And oftentimes, because that relationship has already been established, they're going to say, yeah, you know, it's been really great working with you, and I'm happy to hear that you've started your own consulting practice. We would love to work with you. That's low-hanging fruit. So use that opportunity. At the same time, it's always important to remember that you want to respect any type of non-disclosure agreements, non-competitive types of agreements that you might have with your employer. Because even though you're leaving that position now, it doesn't mean that you may not have an opportunity to serve your current employer as a consultant down the road, or that you would want to use them, right, as a reference, as a testimonial. Maybe they can potentially introduce you to other organizations that would be great clients for you. So you'd never want to burn those bridges and damage those relationships by going against any type of agreement that you have in place, right, with your employer. Honor it, respect it, but also leverage it for everything that it is. So if it's something that you've been thinking about for a while, or you're in the transition period, give some thought to these strategies and approaches. Think about which you are not using right now and which may be of great benefit to you. But again, I've worked with many consultants in this exact same position, and often in just a matter of months, they've been able to take the steps to launch their own consulting businesses successfully, land new clients, and oftentimes reach their previous corporate income of high six figures and go beyond that within a very short period of time. So I encourage you to take action and follow your desires and passion. And if you really want to become a consultant, don't overthink it. Start moving in that direction, because the sooner that you take the first step, the sooner you can actually get to the destination that you're going after.